I love what you both bring to Noah and Emma. They are amazing. You're both amazing in the series. I'm curious what you think this mystery brings to their relationship, because obviously at the beginning, things are a bit rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it holds a mirror up to all the things that they've been avoiding with each other or with themselves. And I think that's like the last thing on earth they expect to find when pursuing this mystery.
Yeah. And I think it also sort of, at least in Noah's case, it's sort of like he's sort of unwittingly dragged back to perhaps a more youthful decision. I think that, it's like, I've said this a few times, but it's like, it's one of those things where when I was younger, I would do the thing that would make a good story later. And now I'm more just hanging out. and so, I think that there's something about, seeing Emma so engrossed and engaged and driven, and that sort of wakes something up in Noah and sort of brings him to a brand new place as well.
But I especially love in one of the episodes seeing them younger again to get a sense of kind of where they were before all of this happened and going through 10 years of marriage and everything. I'm curious, did Andy talk to you about kind of what he envisioned their relationship like over the course of these years or anything? Or how did he talk to you at all about what he envisioned, I guess?
I think, Andy's super collaborative and he's super open to whatever you want to bring to it. I think we must have had some discussions about it, but my memory is that we had more discussions about sort of what the last 5 years have been for them, outside of the fact that like the scene where you do see us when we meet, so much is said about what our dynamic used to be without saying it. Like, he's making me laugh so hard. It's so light. It's so immediately like warm, and it's so different than where you find them. I mean, there's vestiges of that. I think what's so interesting about their dynamic where you find them is that it's not like Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. It's not like George and Martha in the Yucatan, although I would love to see it. But it's like they're best friends, and they don't. It's lost the light in it, and they're stuck in this weird pattern where like it's just easier to hang on to this thing, even though a lot of times I think it's lonelier to be in something that's not working than to be alone. And I think they're both like grappling with that, whether or not they would admit that to themselves. Yeah. Is that what you asked me? No, you said
that's a great answer.
You said, did he talk to us about who they were? And my answer was, I don't remember. And then I talked for like 8 minutes. Will?
Okay, my turn. I will also answer your question.
Yeah.
No, I think we definitely sort of like chatted around it a little bit, just like as Kristen was saying about specifically the things that sort of led us to the emotional place that we're at the beginning of the story. But I think the thing that we sort of leaned into when especially in the scenes, like in the flashback scenes, was just what it is to be in a brand new thing at the beginning of something where, you're not encumbered by a bunch of like psychological weight with this specific person. You're just sort of who you are and having a good time, and that clicks. And I think also, I mean, like Kristen's funny as hell. And so like what we do on set all the time is just make jokes and laugh. And so we just drop that energy in, and and just so it's not really necessarily about manufacturing. It's more about just like let's make weird jokes that only we're laughing at, and just love them. And and that sort of, I think that sort of organically just sort of happened. I think if we had like dwelt on it too much and really like picked it apart, I would have been a little bit more stilted with it.
Same.
Well, thank you so much for the time. You're both amazing. The series is fantastic. I can't wait to see how it ends.
Thank you.
Yeah.